Just imagine Hassan Riddick and Brian Burns, or Marcus Epps, Chauncey Gardner Jr., and Jonathan Abram. There's a lot of things the Eagles can do this trade deadline, right? Because we're 6-0. The Philadelphia Eagles are 6-0, undefeated, going to the bye. The trade deadline is around the corner. There's some teams that are going to be buyers, like the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants, and maybe even the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, because you want to get better in the division. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be sellers, like the Panthers, like the Raiders, like the Broncos, like the Bears, who are looking to try to trade and take the hit with Robert Quinn. Anyway you look at, the Eagles got a lot of options. The Raiders are looking to trade right now their safety, their star safety, and their pass rusher who's not worked out in the Raiders uniform, and that is Jonathan Abram and Clelin Ferrell. And the Panthers already traded Robbie Anderson to the Cards. They fired the head coach Matt Rhule. Maybe you go out, you get a guy like a Brian Burns, who Brian Burns is the popularity in right now who the Eagle fans want, and I want him too. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, because the Philadelphia Eagles don't usually go with the popularity what Eagle fans want. They go for something that you don't even expect. So wouldn't it surprise me if the Eagles pick up a safety and get a Jonathan Abram for less? You know what I'm saying? Or go after someone that you don't even expect to happen. But anyway, look at, there's some things that we got to discuss. Number one, hit that like button. Okay, we're trying to get to 300. Okay. Number two, the Philadelphia Eagles have so many holes, in my opinion, that we should look at. And not glaring holes. They're not big holes, but they're holes that we could upgrade. I think the biggest one will probably be safety. When Chauncey Gardner goes down, who's your safety? Are you trusting Kayvon Wallace? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. He could talk all this about, oh, Eagle fans, I'm glad that you pushed me hard, but, you know, he's never lived up to it. He's never lived up to that safety role. And when Chauncey Gardner goes down, that was a glaring need that we don't have that safety to help him out. If Chauncey Gardner goes down again, who's your safety? Do you go after a guy like Jonathan Abram, who is on the trade block, by the way? According to Raiders Wire, he is on the trade block along with Clelin Ferrell, who's another DB, and we need those. Say you don't go after Brian Burns. Maybe you go after that dude. And you say, all right, let's see. It didn't work in the Raiders, but maybe it'll work in Philadelphia. Maybe something, he needs a new destination. Maybe he needs a new change of scenery. Because let's be real, Brian Burns is probably going to cost you a lot. He's one of the best pass rushers. Now, we do have the cap space to do it. And his contract's not going to hold us to the point where it's going to be over the top. You know, because we got the wizard, Howie Roseman. He makes anything. Listen, Howie Roseman can do anything he wants. If he really wants Brian Burns, he can go get him. You already know. Or maybe you go after a running back like Cam Akers, who wants to get traded. We also heard rumors that Melvin Gordon likes the ideas that maybe he wants to go. Anyway you look at it, you still could use a power back. And those two could definitely do it. Melvin Gordon and Cam Akers could possibly be traded. Okay? We also heard receivers, which we don't... do we need another receiver? I don't think so. But it wouldn't hurt to get another one. Do I think we need him? Not likely. I think A.J. Brown, Devontae, and Quez Watkins are perfect. And you have a Goddard, and you got, Pascal. Come on, man. But safety and DB are the biggest needs, in my opinion, that I still think we need another one. Because Marcus Epps is good, but he's a free agent after this year. Who's your safety? Are you drafting one in the draft? You know what I'm saying? Or do you go out and you trade for someone? The Philadelphia Eagles got a lot of questions, man. They got a lot of things to answer. And also, is Jonathan Gannon going to use them right? That's the issue. You can get a player all you want, but is Jonathan Gannon going to put him in the best position to win? Now, I did hear Jonathan Gannon's press conference, and I ain't going to lie to you. I wish he would send more heat. And I hope they fix it, but we're 6-0, man. There's nothing to discuss. The bottom line is the Philadelphia Eagles should definitely be buyers. And they should definitely go in for a player that they think is going to help their football team. Whether it's a safety, a running back, a pass rusher, even a punt returner. Because we definitely need one. Because Covey, I ain't going to lie, isn't great. I'm not a fan of Covey. He scares the hell out of me more than he excites me. You know what I'm saying? But who's out there that would punt return for the Eagles? I don't see anybody. Unless you could pick one off the waivers. Let me know what y'all think. Who would you rather have? I ain't gonna lie to you. The biggest guys that I would love to target would be Jonathan Abram and Brian Burns. But if you go older, maybe you go after Robert Quinn, who is on the trade block with the Bears. There's a lot we can do. But it's going to be interesting what the Eagles do, man. And you know what? Harry Roseman's a wizard. He'll find a way to get someone that we don't even expect. Listen, Chauncey Gardner, we even know who he was. Until, we knew who he was, but we didn't think he was going to come to Philadelphia. If you told me that Chauncey Gardner was going to come to Philadelphia, I would have told you, yeah, right. You would be out of your mind for saying that. Yeah, he would be a good player, but I don't think that the Saints would have got him. Well, we got him. People say Brian Burns can't be traded. Brian Burns ain't going nowhere. The Panthers said that. Well, the Titans also said they weren't trading A.J. Brown. Look what happened. Teams change big time when the trade deadline comes around, and you do not think or discuss anything with a team unless you know that you're certain that this guy could get a lot of value. Listen, if you got 2 first-round picks, there's going to be teams going to be talking about trading their players.